Yesterday, the woman who heads up the Nebraska 150 celebration joined us. There is so much going on this year. And at the Omaha Public Library, they're adding their own events and activities and tying in to what's unique or specific to the state. Melanie Webb is the children's librarian here with a craft inspired by the state insect. Hey, Melanie, it's nice to have you back. This, I said before the break, like, where do you buy one? You don't, you make it, especially with your kiddos. I love this idea because you're not using a hot glue gun, which you worry about their little itty bitty fingertips.
Getting burnt.
And then, like, sharp objects. There aren't any scissors here.
No scissors. I have everything. You could use scissors if you've got older kids, but if you don't, you can have a handy little cutter like this to cut your heart shapes. Or you could visit the Elkhorn Library. They have die cut machines out there.
And you can use those machines?
And you can use the machines out there.
So this, you just press, and you'll see here the pattern that's on the top. Craft stores have this sort of device. It makes it pretty
all different
darn
shapes.
easy.
It makes it very easy.
What are we making, lady?
So today we are making a honeybee magnet because the honeybee is the state insect of Nebraska. I didn't know that. I'm not from here originally, but I did research that.
I bet I would wager a guess. The people who are from here still don't know that.
That
okay,
is
so we all get a pass.
That is possible.
So this is it.
And we are excited about it being the 150th anniversary of Nebraska's becoming a state. So we are having some crafts at the Saddlebrook Library, and they might be making something like this honeybee magnet, which is really easy to make.
Anything else happening at the other branches, or Saddlebrook only if you're looking for crafts?
If I'm looking for crafts right now, I only know of Saddlebrook having theirs. I know that last week I had a magic show that had a Nebraska history-inspired magic show, so you might find that on the calendars. Abra, Nebraska.
Abra, Nebraska. I knew there was a clever name in there.
Exactly. That was a lot of fun. The kids had a lot of fun and learned things about Nebraska that I never knew, like the ski lift was invented here.
The ski lift was invented here. I don't want to throw that away.
I know,
we don't just have the Reuben, we have the ski lift.
We have the ski lift.
Ironically, though, there's so little skiing that happens in the state.
And he thought that was odd as well.
So how do we make these magnets?
These we make really easily. We have our cut out parts. We have two yellow and two blacks, and we have some glue. And we just glue them so that they become layered.
You just layer to where the tips are, it's kind of layering and the tips on top, because I started out going the other way.
Exactly.
But you'll see based on the finished product.
But you can always flip it around, so it doesn't matter which one you really start, as long as you start with the black at the bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to make too many rules with crafts and kiddos. I get that.
That's right.
So we just start gluing these down.
Start gluing those down, and then you'll glue some eyes on them, and you'll draw a little mouth on it, and then we'll make our little antennas, and I'll demonstrate making the antenna while you are working on gluing.
Okay.
So on the antenna, I just have a half of a pipe cleaner. And
well, hold on, we're going to get a camera there so our viewers can see what you're actually up to.
Alrighty.
Miss Melanie.
Not
Is that
a
what
problem.
the kids at the library call you, as Miss Melanie?
Miss Melanie,
since you're the children's librarian?
Since I'm the children's librarian.
Okay, so you've got a pipe cleaner that's probably like...
It's cut in half.
Oh, it's just a standard pipe cleaner cut in half. Okay.
Exactly, and then I've bent it in half in a V shape. And then I will just start bending down the tips into little spirals to make the antenna of my bee.
Should I have done the face before I glued everything down?
You don't have to. You could do
it
either way.
No, but what would you do?
I did mine afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
So this is my antenna, which I have my one that I haven't put an antenna on yet. I'll just glue right in here, in between the clothespin and the back of the foam. And then you'll have your little bee antenna.
So you're that far along. I'm still working. At what point do we put the magnets on the clothespin, lady?
After you've done this, then we have magnets, and you can buy these at craft stores. They're basically just self-adhesive magnets.
Just peel and
stick. So you can just peel and stick it onto the back of your clothespin.
If you haven't been to a craft store, let's meet. But I would say you'll walk in and it's sensory overload because you're like, oh my gosh, they make all of this stuff.
They do, and it makes it so easy.
Fun.
It does.
It takes the work out of it instead of feeling like you've got to spend more time or more money or energy or something doing a craft with the little ones.
Exactly.
This stuff makes it so easy. So we've got crafts happening at Saddlebrook. What else is going on that ties into 150 in Nebraska?
150. Well, we're very excited this Friday at the W. Dale Clark Library downtown. We will be having a special party at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to celebrate the inauguration of the Omaha StoryCorps Community Archive. And that is a great project where they've taken and recorded stories of Nebraska history and people from this area.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you can listen to their stories.
Listen to their stories.
Exactly. And so you really get a feel for the history and how the state has developed.
But that'll be a permanent fixture?
That is a collection in the library, exactly. And it is going to be kicked off this Friday.
That's cool. Listen, there's so much going on at the library. What's funny is that we even pretend in 5 minutes that we can make a craft and then cover it all. We know that's not what's happening.
Because the glue doesn't dry.
And we just want to make sure, give you just a little bit of an idea about what's going on so that you are intrigued enough to go to the website. That's really what it is, omahalibrary.org, because there is so much going on. And the truth of it is, Melanie, once you have a library card,
the world is open to you.
Yeah.
We have seeds for people who are looking at their spring gardens and wanting to plant things.
You can check out seeds and you don't have to return them.
You don't have to return them, but you can donate back if you want to. And we also have, a lot of people are looking at retirement.
Yes.
In April, we have our retirement transition workshops, which feature estate planning and Medicare and taxes in retirement. Isn't that cute?
Yeah. So obviously I still
adorable.
need to finish them out, but you can see we're off to a good start. Melanie, thank you so much for being here.
You're
Always
welcome.
appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.